Hey, I'm Mike Fiore. I'm a filmmaker, a film lover, and I think of myself as a caretaker of cinema. We're living in strange times. This quarantine beard is proof. But you know what we're trying to do through all this is we're trying to lift each other up. And I want to do my small part, in my own unique way, to celebrate some great artists and a beloved movie from the 80s.
Okay, so he's awesome.
Valley Girl.
In mid-April of 2020, the classic 80s movie Valley Girl was released for the first time on streaming platforms. Directed by the great Martha Coolidge, the movie stars Nicolas Cage and Deborah Foreman. The movie tells the story of a girl from the valley who meets a punk from the city.
So when can I see you again?
I'm here with you now.
I know.
There's so much to love about this movie.
Oh, bitch, and is this in 3D? No, but your face is.
The ensemble cast is excellent, but the soul of the movie rests on the shoulders of Cage and Foreman. But when the movie was released in 1983, the key art for the movie, like the theatrical poster and VHS box, featured Nicolas Cage and another woman, not Deborah Foreman. The actress who appears in the key art is in the movie for less than 3 minutes. Now, it's no surprise that a studio could make a questionable advertising choice. But to leave off Deborah Foreman, the co-star of the movie, it's bewildered fans. So I wanted to right a Hollywood wrong, so to speak. I've commissioned the incredibly talented Jason Kincaid to recreate the key art for Valley Girl, to include Deborah Foreman. Hey Jason, it's great to see you.
It's great to see you too, Michael.
So I've commissioned work from you before, and your paintings and illustrations of well-known characters from movies, you just capture their essence to a T. I cannot wait to see your final rendering of the Valley Girl poster.
Well, I mean, tonight's the night. Yeah.
The great Bernie Leddick did that original key art. He sadly passed away in 1986. I believe it at 67 years old.
Yeah, the great Bernie Leddick. The guy is an illustration legend. Has done so many amazing pieces. I mean, Foul Play was great. Escape from Alcatraz. I mean, who doesn't remember that leering image of Clint Eastwood peering through that big crack in the wall? Huh? It was an honor to be able to recreate a piece of his. With this, you know, I started off on raw illustration board, not gessoed, because what I did is I did like an ink wash, like a rendering gray. And then over top of that, I worked with acrylic paints and an airbrush. The reason I use an airbrush and not a brush is because it definitely helps make it go faster. So then over top of that, I use Prismacolor pencils to tighten it up and do the highlight stuff. And I might go in with a brush with white acrylic to just kind of dab in some highlights and whatever. But
very cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's time to see this thing, right?
Oh, okay. You ready to see this thing? Let me get this turned around. We'll show it to you.
Wow. Oh my God, man. You nailed it. So cool. Oh, man. Thank you. Oh, you know, the original, it's a classic poster, but something was missing, and that was Deborah Foreman. So, Deborah, this is for you. You're right where you belong now, next to Randy. Bye, everybody.
Great things to come, all right?